What is your emotional home? We all have one. You'll know because the people around you, you all know somebody who's always pissed off. We all know somebody who's always happy and easygoing no matter what. Life just rolls off their shoulders and we're like, what are you, some alien? Don't you ever get mad? And then we all know somebody who's always sad. No matter what happens in life, they come back to this place of just sadness. I've been there before. So I want you to look at your life and look at your patterns of behavior and find out what is your emotional home. When something triggers you, do you always go to anger or frustration or overwhelm or the victim mentality of, oh, why did this happen to me? Where do you go in your mind? Because that's your emotional home. And if that's somewhere that you consistently stay in, like being pissed off, you listen to the news, you're pissed off, you listen to someone talking, you're pissed off, that's your emotional home. And is that serving you? Because it's not serving you, I want you to know that you can change that. My old emotional home was always sadness. I still struggle with it sometimes, but when you have a place where no matter what you're doing, you just find a way to feel sad about everything. Oh, the world is so heavy, it's so hard. Oh, that person broke my heart, or I lost this, and oh, you feel these overwhelming things, but why are you going there? And I want you to understand something so important because it's absolutely life-changing. Life is only the experience that we make it based on the meaning that we give our experiences. So let me give you an example. If you are in a relationship and somebody leaves you, one person will say, screw you, I deserve so much better anyways. If you don't choose me, I don't want you here anyway, so carry on. The next person will say, oh my God, they left me. I'm not worthy. Therefore, I'll never be loved again. There's not anything better out there for me. Two completely different takes on the same situation. So a lot of that's built on things like self-confidence, self-worth, our own beliefs about ourselves and the world. But we can choose. And no matter how we've been in the past, no matter what our emotional home was or what stories we've told ourselves in the past, I want you to know you can change that today. So if you've found out that you've always been pissed off or you've always been sad or angry about things and something happens in life, a world event, or you hear something on the news and it just brings you back to that place again, if it's not comfortable, that's a good thing. If you start realizing that's not a place you want to feel anymore, bring light to it, because light it'll shed light on things and it'll start revealing the truth so you can be aware of it. And once you're aware of it, you can start thinking of ways to change it. And that's what we want to do. We want our emotional home to be peaceful, loving, content, joyful, don't we? That's pretty much what we all would love in life, to feel loved and to love in return and to know that you're safe no matter what, that you'll be okay no matter what. But so often we misconstrue things and we add all this stuff up and we come back to this place no matter what happens of anger or something that doesn't serve us. So let's change it and start with awareness. So today, let me know, what is your emotional home? What is some place that you, without realizing, you've always come back to, this place of sadness or anger or pissed off or frustration or overwhelm or anxiety and stress and overload and then collapse? What's your emotional home? And let's start changing it today. So again, the meaning that we give a situation is going to determine our experience of life. So right now in the world is so messed up. There's people that are so angry with each other and they're living in their pissed off emotions or living in their self-righteous judgment of other people. It's not a really healthy way to be, to build relationships or to feel joy. It's an ugly feeling. It's gross. And when you're putting it out there, you're going to get it back, because what we give, we're going to receive back. What you sow, you will reap. It's the law. So you have to consciously put thoughts into your mind that you want. You have to plant seeds in your mind of ways that you want to feel, of joy. So how do you do that? One way that I do it is I start with meditation. So every single day when I wake up, I'll read a little card of what I want in my life, or I'll do a meditation on something like abundance or joy or inner strength or decision making. Every single day I start planting seeds in my mind, because I know if I don't, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of social media or the news or what people are saying out there in the world, or I'm going to start absorbing people's energy of fear and anxiety and stress and all those things. And because my previous emotional home was always sadness, I could carry that on like this burden, and it will immobilize me. It will paralyze me from accomplishing anything in life. And that's not serving me, and that's not what I want. So I'm planting seeds of hope and joy and love and laughter and all of the type of things that I want, and inner strength. So I encourage you today to find podcasts, find YouTube videos, find people in your life out there in the world who have mastered the things that you want in your life, like mindset, like confidence, like decision making. What is it that you need work on? Find somebody that you can learn from, follow, who can mentor you, who you can start getting these skills from to get to the point where you want to be. Because this is your life, and life is so freaking short. Do not waste it in an emotional home that does not serve you. You can choose. You have the power, and I am telling you, if I was able to get from a place where I was always sad or always overwhelmed and anxious and depressed and frustrated and pissed off to a place where so often I am able to enjoy the juice of life. I am able to enjoy love and laughter and presence. And when I'm finding things in my life that aren't serving me, I can make a better choice to say, no more. This has to end here today. And I have the confidence to know I'm going to be okay. It's not always easy, and sometimes it hurts, but it is so much better knowing I can do this. I'm proud of myself, because before, I would let myself get walked all over in relationships that didn't serve me, in friendships who didn't care about me and were only there for themselves. I would give and give and give and have nothing left for myself. And one day I said, no more. I only allow certain things in my life now that serve me, that bring me joy, and that are on the same wavelength as me, that are going to give and receive in return, because it's a two-way street. It takes awareness, and it takes every single day planting seeds in your mind of what you want. Focus on what you want, and I promise you these things are going to come around. It takes a while. You can't just plant a seed today and say tomorrow, where's the fruit? It doesn't work like that. You have to understand there's going to be some time where you're going to have to invest in yourself every single day. So even if it's 10, 15 minutes a day, planting these beautiful seeds in your mind of what you want and giving new meanings to things in your life. If somebody cuts in front of you on the road, instead of saying, they're a jerk, they're this, they're that, that means this, now I have a bad day. Say, minimize the frustrations and maximize the joys. Say, oof, that was uncomfortable. Feel it, let it go, and just release it and say, okay, now next, moving on to my next part of my day. How we interpret things, the perception we have, is going to change absolutely everything in our life. And if we're perceiving something a certain way and we change our perceptions, it can change our entire experience. And other times we need to change our procedures and how we're doing things. So if we're allowing people to walk all over us and use us, we can't sit there and cry and be all sad that that's what they're doing, because we've allowed it. I've had that in my life. People coming into my life and taking what they can, and I was all upset and sad. How could they do this to me? How could they? But I allowed it. I allowed it. And I had to take responsibility for my part and say, you know what? This is not what I want in my life anymore. This is not serving me. This person is not contributing to my life. No more. I deserve better. And once you start doing that with small little decisions, you're going to build yourself up to give yourself so much confidence that when another situation comes up in life, because they always do, you will be so much more sure of yourself and confident to make that better choice in relationships, in business, in love, in family, in friendships, in all arenas. So, for your growth, for your happiness, and for your health, I hope that this served you in some way, and I hope that if you like it and share it, somebody out there might be able to use it as well. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.